Hey, how you doing? It's Kwan Mayo, and today we're going to talk about this. We're going to talk about facts and fiction. All right. So no hype, no fluff. I like to just give you the facts. So that's what we're going to do today because right now there's a misconception that one you can transmit iPhone or beacon messages and then receive them on iPhones, and that's not the truth. Well, you can, but I'm going to show you the way, and you can tell me, or you can make up your own mind. Feel this is the most practical way of use of being able to do it. So when you tell people that there's no app required, okay, and then they get the assumption like, oh, we're going to be able to transmit on iPhones with no app. That's a little misleading. When you don't tell them that you have to actually scan something first, or you have to do something else, you have to take a physical step before you can do that. So I'm going to show you right now that no one has this technology just locked in a box where they only could do it. There's no proprietary, nothing. This is all open source. Anybody that knows how to develop and knows how to program can actually program a beacon or make a beacon do what you need it to do under the specific specs that's already set forth. And what's set forth is by Google and iPhone. Okay, Google opened up the ability for us to be able to transmit on phones without the use of an app. Before that, there were iBeacons. You can go look up, do your own due diligence. iBeacons. Matter of fact, if you look, this article was posted in April of 2015. It is 2018. So I let you just know how long that this technology has been around. Does this look familiar? Scanning the QR code. That's because that's what you're going to have to do. I don't care what company comes out with them. I'm not even going to speak of the name of any company. Any company that claims that they can transmit a beacon signal and then you can receive it on an iPhone is doing it one or two ways. Either they have an app, you download the QR code, or they're going through the Apple Wallet. And even going through the Apple Wallet requires you to go through another step that you can see right here. So it says when we speak to enterprises about the possibility of beacon technology, we hear three questions again and again. Do I need an app? How do I get opt-in? What about privacy? We already know about the privacy and things like that, so we won't talk about that. We won't talk about the opt-ins, but let's talk about that. Do we need an app? Okay. So why we need an app? Let's start with the technical explanation. Beacons are basically little radio transmitters that broadcast a Bluetooth low energy signal. Your smartphone is the receiver. If a radio is turned on but not programmed to the right station, all you hear is white noise. This is where the app comes in. Your app programs the receiver to the right station so that you are receiving the information you want to hear, and on the flip side, broadcasting to the audience that's listening to your station. Without that signal, you are being broadcasted, but your device can't be heard by them. Others like to think of beacons like a lighthouse. Just as a lighthouse emits a beam of light to tell ships that the land is nearby, a beacon emits a signal that the app identifies and translates into an action. Hence your name, Lighthouse. So, while you generally need an app, okay, here we go. While you generally need an app to listen for the signal, there are a few exceptions and workarounds to building a native app if you have the right use and the right audience, okay? And here it is. So this is going to be the only way that you can possibly use that technology, okay, and not have to download the app. But you tell me if this is still practical. So you're going to be using the Passbook Pass Wallet, okay? Apple's Passbook and Google's Pass Wallet offers an interesting alternative to native apps. Basically, since these are utility apps, standard on all iOS and available on most Android devices, they are already set up to look for and work with iBeacons. They can work as a proxy for you, hearing the beacon and then using a 2D barcode, which is a QR code, okay, embedded in the pass to access the relevant information for a notification or campaign. Each pass can have up to 10 unique beacon identifiers, meaning a single pass can display multiple messages depending on the user's position in a store or venue. Did you get that? Okay, you heard that, right? Okay, we're going to go further. Example pass tickets. So, however, important to note that there are limitations when using Passbook. Now, let's get to this limitation. Okay, the user. Let's pay attention to this part. Okay, the user must download the pass. There are three ways to dispute a pass: as an attachment to an email message. Okay, I don't know who you about to send an email message to if you don't even know this person from a can of paint. Someone just walking around the street. So that's not practical, right? The download it from a website. How they know about your website if they never met you from a can of paint? So that's not going to work, right? Or through an app. Downloading a pass is generally viewed as less cumbersome and more flexible than an app, but does not totally eliminate the action on the part of the customer. Did you hear that? Did you guys hearing it? Like I said, it's right here in black and white. It's been around since 2015. Nothing's new. Nothing's groundbreaking. It's not groundbreaking technology. Doesn't this look familiar? These little wallet apps look familiar, right? Okay, we won't say where you've seen it at, but it looks familiar, right? Well, you're going to have to also get familiar with this QR code that most people don't use. And if you think QR codes are efficient, we'll get to that next. Okay, so then there's beacon to beacon, physical web. You already know that Google did away with the physical web. In case you didn't know, they did away with that in 2017. So you will not be able to view messages on beacons on iPhones using the physical web. And then you got beacon to beacon, which is not what we're using, so we won't even talk about that. So what's being used is this feature right here. As I said, when it comes out, if I'm lying, I'm dying. You go do your due diligence. You come back and tell me if you're using the Passbook, Pass Wallet, Apple's feature in there to be able to transmit and be able to see these beacons without the use of an app. So they're trying to tell you it's not an app, but technically it's still considered an app. You know what I mean? It's just an in-phone app. So there it is. Nothing major, nothing big, nothing groundbreaking. It's been out since 2015. If you want to see something groundbreaking, what we're doing right now is groundbreaking, which is mobile Wi-Fi. That's groundbreaking. That hasn't been out since 2015. This has. Okay. Now, with that being said, let's go into the other one, the 400-meter beacon. Now that actually might be true. That one. I'm not. You know me. I'm not a hater, so I'm not gonna hate upon what someone's doing. But again, remember topic smoke and mirrors. Let's make sure that you got the facts. Okay, the way a beacon works. Again, this is not turned off one company to the next. This is all beacons. Okay. The Bluetooth signal that's going out to the masses, this big old signal, right? Well, guess what? 3 things block that signal: concrete, steel, and water. This is why we had the great debate in 2017. They said it doesn't always go 100 yards. It doesn't always go 100 yards. Wait. It does go 100 yards. But those 3 things block the signal. So if you're in Times Square, let's say, big old skyscrapers, big old buildings, it's not about to go 100 yards. If you're at the bottom of a hotel lobby and you're trying to transmit 100 yards up, it's not about to do that. It's not about to penetrate all those different floors. So if we already know that it wouldn't go 100 yards in big city areas and big areas like that, right? Let's just do some math. It wouldn't go 100 yards. What make you think it's about to go 400 yards? In 400 yards, okay, that's 4 football fields. You trying to tell me that there's not going to be any concrete, steel, or water that's going to block that signal? Which means you're never going to fully get 400 yards unless you're sitting in some big open land somewhere, some big open fields, you're in middle Africa or something, and you're just waiting for this thing to transmit out, to 400 yards in any direction. Okay, well, how effective would that be? Where are you sitting at where there's nothing blocking your signal for 400 yards? You must be in the middle of nowhere. You're in the middle of the ocean somewhere. That's not going to be effective. So if you're using this someplace where like you're in an event or you're in a convention or something like that, you're not going 400 yards in that convention. And if I'm lying, I'm dying. You go show me right now where you was in the middle of Times Square or something like that, go 4 football fields away, and you tell me if you're receiving that message. If you is, I'll send you $1,000 right now, because you're not. Okay, but again, it sounds good, right? It looks good on paper. On paper, it looks great. It's like, man, we go 400 yards. No, hey, man, that looks great. You're also paying a lot more for that. And then you're paying a lot more for it to be less efficient, because I don't think you're going to get any more sales or any more eyeballs or any of that. I think you're going to get the same amount you're probably getting with the 100-yard gem or the 100-yard beacon. The only difference is you're paying a lot more money now. Okay, now let's go to, last but not least, how effective are QR codes and how often do people scan them? But just ask yourself, when's the last time you scanned a QR code? And probably the only thing that made QR codes popular lately was cryptocurrency and Bitcoins. Sending Bitcoins back and forth. And the funny part is I think we still don't even use the QR code. I think most of us copied it long, 30 hash, the 30 character hash, and send that. Let's just be honest. Be real with yourself. When was the last time you used the QR code? But hey, documentation beats conversation. So let's get to it. Okay, here we go. We got an article that was published in 2016. They're all over the web though, so you can find them. Just Google it, and you tell me how many of these articles you find. Okay, but here we go. It says when QR codes first started. First of all, are QR codes still relevant? Were they ever? So, like I said, documentation beats conversation, right? So let's see how many people is about to scan your QR code before they receive your beacon message. When QR codes first started popping up everywhere, they seemed like a great idea. After all, smartphones were becoming more pervasive by the second, and the little scannable black and white box in the window of small businesses seemed logical, useful, and even a little exciting. They were meant to be the bridge between offline and online marketing, but a bridge is only worth having if people use it to cross over. And that was the problem. People weren't using QR codes, at least not to the degree that they expected. Research from 2013 revealed that only 21% of American smartphone users reported ever scanning a barcode, and only 2% reported doing so on a regular basis. In fact, based on research conducted by Inc. in 2012, 97% of consumers didn't even know what a QR code was. Now, I'm pretty sure that's changed now. Most people know what a QR code is in 2018, but we still don't use them. When was the last time you used one? Oh, right, to send those Bitcoins, right? Like I said, this is the facts. This is the real. This is the no fluff. It's right here in black and white. You can see it with your own eyes. You see right here exactly how you can and can't program a beacon. Again, you've seen it with your own eyes. You know, no smoke and mirrors. No no hype. You know, right there. You see it with your own eyes, just keeping it real. All right. So just wanted to clear that up, put that out there. If you're going to spread news, make sure you spread the news correctly so that people can get it and they're not getting it in a way where it's false or you're overhyping and under delivering. Because when they finally receive their devices and they see the guys scan codes and download apps, they're going to see that this wasn't effective marketing at all. And you're going to have very, very low conversion rates. But if you want high conversion rates, okay, when was the last time you were searching for Wi-Fi? When's the last time someone searched for Wi-Fi and seen everything was locked, 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 and then you see one that's open that says free Wi-Fi? How many times did you click on that? Did you click on it? Yeah, that's that. I'm pretty sure most people will. And after they've clicked on that, if it sent them to your offer, your landing page, and they had no choice but to give you their information before they was able to use your free Wi-Fi, how effective do you think that would be? Very effective. You think you can get businesses to monetize the Wi-Fi they already give them to their customers for free already? But instead of giving away for free, now they still give away for free, but be able to monetize all of them. How hard would that be? It's not a hard sell at all. See, it's like Google AdWords. You know, you got somebody looking for you instead you looking for them. They type in need plumber, you pop up. It's a lot different than me putting out a signal saying, hey, I'm a plumber. Big difference. Same thing with this. When you send out a Wi-Fi signal, someone's looking for that Wi-Fi versus you sending out a beacon signal and hoping that someone opens it and clicks on your link. So that's what we have to offer. And I feel it's the marriage that goes great with our gems, you know, our beacons, because now one signal's going out, one's coming in. Inboard, outboard marketing, inboard marketing. You just cover both ends. Now you got the perfect marriage. So with that being said, just wanted to clear this up. You like what you hear, then you can definitely hit the links below. You know, maybe we can get you started with the #1 company and team that started this whole thing, you know, last year, and we still innovative and scaling it up, which is Royaltie. Or you can give me a call if you still got questions, 619-306-9453. I'd love to get you started, get you going and answer anything you might have. So with that being said, Kawhi Mayo out. Peace.